Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Christopher, I've been in the business for over 10 years now. I'm pretty sure I know a sunken ship when I see one.
Jeanette, don't be such a pessimist. Radio isn't merely about the highs, it's lows.
That counts. Oh, please. Take notes, Granger. I'm sure any day I will be sitting in that chair.
Darling, would you smoke?
I don't really.
Everyone smokes here. It's the entertainment industry.
You look so wound up. It might help you ease your nerves. After all, we wouldn't want you messing up in front of the entire nation.
Well, after that odd interaction with that strange man, after that odd interaction with that angry man outside the building, I have been feeling a bit on edge.
You don't say.
Yes, thank you. It wasn't anything ludicrous. I was simply walking into the building when he stopped me, asked me if I was going in. I nodded, and then he scoffed, said, "Get out," and stormed off.
How absolutely preposterous. The gore of those inexperienced hoodlums critiquing our innovative endeavors.
Well, I have to agree with you, Christopher. Those critiques never know what they're talking about.
Typical Jeanette, always stealing ideas.
Excuse me.
Nothing.
Okay. So, the program today is an important one. We're interviewing famous French actress Louise Debon. Her name draws in big numbers, so we can't afford to make any mistakes. Is that clear?
Yes.
Well, I didn't get to mention that I saw the man's name tag whilst we were conversing.
Okay.
He went under the name John.
John?
John.
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 John. John, the broadcasting engineer.
So?
Well, I thought you said no mistakes. So if he's not here, what if a tech issue?
No.
No.
Right, we're due to go live soon. Shall we do our vocal warm-ups?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, just follow my lead.
BBC Radio, how may I help?
Blah blah blah.
Yes.
Blah blah blah.
No.
Blah blah.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh well.
Whatever happened?
Louise's airfare was cancelled.
She cannot make it.
I can't quite believe it.
This must be going too well. There's no guest, there's no show, there's no show, there's no nature, and there's an absolute. Oh! Wait! I could do it.
What?
I could be Louise Dubon. I mean, it makes sense since they haven't heard me before, and I know my way around the accent since I was in Paris for a week for my daughter's 12th birthday.
Great thinking. Time.
2:30.
Christopher, I don't care about your teeth. What is the time, please?
2:30.
We're live in 1 minute.
Good afternoon, listeners. I'm Christopher Olay, your friendly neighborhood host. And my colleague,
Jeanette.
Avery. Wait, okay, go again. Sorry.
Today a special guest will be coming in. As you may know, I am an avid watcher of the theatre and the moving pictures. You may know her from Spitfire Blues, The Wishing Tree, and The Light Under the Star Over the Lake of the New York City Bell Tower. Get ready, because she's coming on. Louise Dubon. It's so great to have you on my show. Yes, I'm in absolute awe of you and your works.
Merci beaucoup.
Tell me, What has been the highlight for you?
I've loved every single role I've starred in. But a personal highlight to me was my role as New York City Bell Tower in the moving picture of the light under the star of the land, in the sea, in the sky, all the lake of the New York City Bell Tower.
Right. Mr. Bond, would I be correct in saying that your role was part of a larger cast?
Oui.
No, thank you. I went for the show. What I was asking was, how were your relationships with your colleagues and co-stars? Any bad apples in the bunch?
No. All my co-stars were nice and lovely.
Not a single bad experience with a co-star. Never had them breathing down your neck, ordering you to do menial tasks like tell the time, when it should be the other way around, because you know what they did to you and they don't deserve the power that they hold in this place, because what they did was an absolutely evil thing to do.
No, I can't say this happened to me before, no.
Apologies, listeners, for my lack of presence in the interview. I've simply been too enthralled in
Wait,
sorry. Mind if I take over the next question?
Sure.
Misty Bond, you've had quite the successful career. I don't doubt it's come with ups and downs, but tell me, what was the lowest point of your career? Perhaps before you answer that question, let's cut to a break. BBC radio station, how may I help?
Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Blah, blah, blah.
No.
Blah, blah, blah.
Who was
Well?
it?
It was Louisa Bond's team. Her emissary wasn't cancelled, it was delayed, and, well, she's due to arrive in 5 minutes. Stop, we don't have time to freak out.
Well, I don't see you coming up with any plans.
What is your problem? You finished having your session.
It's nothing.
Tell me.
It's nothing.
Just tell me.
My sandwich! You ate my sandwich. The other week, I came with a sandwich, put it in the refrigerator, and during the break, I went to take it, and it was gone. You stole my sandwich. You stole and you ate my sandwich. So, what do you have to say for yourself? Criminal.
Christopher, you jerk.
See, this is the problem. You're a cruel, cruel woman. I've had enough. I quit. I quit.
Did he really mean?
Yes. So, does that mean I'm part of the team now? You know, since he's gone, I could fill in for him. You know, I'd love to.
Just be quiet.
Crazy,